Marjorie Greene apparently, beyond just being horrible, also apparently broke the law. So Channel 2 Action News in Atlanta revealed just a few days ago that it had obtained paperwork through public records requests that showed that the new congresswoman and her husband claimed what's called a homestead exemption on 2 properties, one in Fulton County and one in Floyd County, which is the district that Greene now represents. Remembering, of course, that she jumped districts to improve her chance of getting elected, which is something that people say that they don't like, and yet they keep rewarding politicians for doing it. Anyway, what does this actually mean? Well, it's a tax break that lowers the amount of property tax that homeowners must pay on their homes, but it can only be claimed for one house for fairly obvious reasons, the owner's primary residence. So you're supposed to choose one of those. They decided if one is good, 2 is twice as nice. So in the county's Floyd County application, Greene's husband reportedly left blank a question that asked whether they had an active homestead exemption in another part of the state, which is a note that we're gonna return to. But meanwhile, Fulton County confirmed to the TV network that the pair's tax break on their home in that county was still active. So they had simultaneous homestead exemptions in 2 different counties, explicitly what you're not supposed to do. And it is one thing, and look, spoiler alert, they're gonna claim that it was just an oversight or whatever, or that the county's made a mistake. But when you are directly asked, hey now, you don't already have one of these, do you? And you're like, I didn't see that, or this doesn't look like anything to me. That seems a bit more suspicious when you accidentally don't confirm or deny whether you're breaking the law. Francesca, what are your thoughts?
Look, as someone who's terrible at test taking, I've left a lot of boxes blank. So like I feel like I identify with that a little bit, but I don't have 2 homes. I don't have 1 home. So there you go. Marjorie Greene, in the end of the day, is exactly what so many MAGA folks are, which are not the working poor. They're not blue collar. They are people who inherited a boatload of money from their dads or a boat itself, and then are claiming that they're the forgotten class. And that class really means white people. And we know that she's done this, right? Like this is just, again, it is par for the course. It makes sense. I would be disappointed if she had been honest on her taxes. It's on brand, and
and the brand will continue. By the way,
it keeps going.
So like over on Twitch, let's see, trying to find the comment. Okay, very smooth, John. Oh yeah, Ryu Ral says this is clearly the left trying to cancel Greene. I bet this will be her reply to this. Well, sort of, and that's just all like Gates. All of these updates have come out, just devastating stuff from his best bud, like a guy he trusts to share sexual partners and lines of coke with. And his response is, they're just trying to cancel me. They're really coming for you, but I'm in the way. Like, come on, conservatives, do you not get bored with that? Like, if we found out that like AOC had run a guy down and buried him in the forest, and she's like, this is cancel culture run amok, I would want a little bit more than that, I think. I'd wanna know why she bought that shovel and that quick lime. I would want details, but they don't. They really don't. And so here is how you can respond if you're a conservative. Greene responded to the allegations by telling the Channel 2 Action News that the reporter on the story, quote, needs to mind his own business instead of launching yet another pathetic attempt to smear me and my family. Mind your own business?
Yep, CNN, just mind your own business. I never kiss and tell. What does that even mean?
That's not good enough. You were being alleged to have broken the law and you say, mind your beeswax. That's not good enough.
My daddy always told me to just, if you don't have tea to spill, you just keep stirring it.
That might be I don't even know, that might be real. Anyway, 15 hours after the story aired, they'd had a little bit of time to do what passes for thinking. A spokesperson for Marjorie Greene issued a second statement calling it fake news, obviously, and blaming Fulton County for the error, writing, quote, Fulton County did not respond to requests to cancel the exemption in January, possibly due to COVID. Everything has now been corrected. Okay, so that is a specific, verifiable claim. If you sent them requests to fix this error, bring the receipts. And if you did, fine. Okay, then we'll move on. Maybe Channel 2 Action News got it wrong. It still begs the question of why you weirdly left off the acknowledgement of whether you were breaking the law with the homestead exemption and all of that. But maybe it's possible. But until you provide that information, I'm just gonna be one of those Americans that sees another rich person trying to violate tax laws to get ever more wealthy and think that's not the most surprising thing in the world. And Republican politicians break a lot of laws these days. So I think the onus is gonna be a little bit on you, especially because we're not at the point of actual charges. This is not a, like innocent until proven guilty thing. This is, the media has done an investigation. You can respond however you want. And thus far, your response is kind of blow. That's all I'm saying. Any other thoughts?
No, you said it.
Okay.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.